Hey guys, this is Luke on Sean's channel. Today I have three of the brand new structure decks. Structure deck Legend of the Crystal Beast. This has a lot of the Crystal Beast monsters, some pretty good hand traps, and some new support. So yeah, you know what? No bullshit. It's definitely not going to make them any meta-defining deck. It's not going to have a big impact as the that branded Albaz Strike structure deck did earlier in the year. But I still think this is a really good set, mostly because it combines two great things. It has a lot of nostalgia factor to it, because Crystal Beast, if you grew up with GX and stuff like myself and Sean did, you would probably have a soft spot for these cards. And also it has a lot of very good staples. Ash Blossom, Ghost Bell, and Dimension Shifters reprinted in this. So, you know, it's really good to get some really quality staple cards as well. I bought three here now. I'm just going to open one of them. We'll go through all the cards and we'll put three together and see what kind of deck we can make out of it. Of course, not going to be anything great, but you know, let's have a look and we'll find out. Alright, just opening this up here. I've got a play mat with it, so let's see what this is like. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's it's a standard sort of like play mat that you get with most stuff. Just most of these structure decks, just your basic sort of paper. I really like the colours of this. I think it's really cool. Crystal Beasts are a very colourful archetype, so I think it's awesome that they're getting good representation there. And look, we have Rainbow Dragon in an ultra rare. It's been printed to fucking death now, so this isn't really a big thing to have Rainbow Dragon as an ultra. I personally prefer its secret in the collector's tins, but everyone to their own. I'll try and be really quick because a lot of us know what these cards do anyways, but it's really cool to see Ultra Rare Rainbow Dragon, Ultimate Crystal Rainbow Dragon Overdrive. This is a new one now, so this is a fusion. I'll just read out the card for you now. Tuteros is 1 Ultimate Crystal monster plus 7 Crystal Beast monsters. That's a big fucking ask already. Honestly, with Crystal Beast, most of the time you're not going to go into their big actual like fusion, like this guy or the other fusion to Overdragon either. Unless you're using the trap card for Overdragon. Maybe this one can use a trap card as well, who knows. But let's take a look at its effect. He has a 4,000 attack and 0 defense. His effect reads, once you special summon from your extra deck, during a duel you special summon an ultimate crystal monster by banishing the above mirrored materials from your field and or graveyard. While 7 or more of your crystal beast monsters with different names are banished, this card gains 7,000 attack. Okay, holy fuck, that's really good to get it up to, what's that, 11,000 attack? If this card is not battle this turn, quick effect, you can tribute this card, shuffle as many cards on the field as possible into the deck, and if you do, special summon any number of your banished Crystal Beast monsters. That's pretty good. Honestly, it's great if you're dealing with a board that has, well, no interruptions with this effect, but also a board that has a lot of like non-targetable monsters, so I guess it's pretty decent there. It's alright. Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon, this is very cool. This was actually first printed in Ghost from the Past, the second Haunting. I really like this card. It's a really good bit of support. I'm a bit disappointed that they went with this English translation of the name. I know in the OCG the name is actually Zenith. I actually really like when the Crystal Beasts have like names. I know like they were named after the crystal that they represent, like Sapphire Pegasus or Ruby Carbuncle, but I just think that this name is a bit boring. But still a good card, we know what that does. Rainbow Bridge of the Heart. This is a new continuous spell card that we have. During the main phase, you can normal summon 1 Crystal Beast monster additional to your normal summon / set, which is very good. You can only gain this effect once per turn. You can only use the following effects of Rainbow Bridge of the Heart once per turn. During your main phase, you can destroy 1 Crystal Beast card you control or in your hand, and if you do, add 1 Crystal Spell Trap from your deck to your hand. If a Crystal Beast card is placed in your spell and trap card zone, even during a damage step, you can target one card your opponent controls, return both that card and this card to the hand. Honestly, not bad. It's pretty good. I wouldn't be singing the praise saying that this is going to make it broken, but that's pretty decent. There's 2 good effects in there. Crystal Bond, very good. Great searcher for the deck. Rainbow Overdragon, we all know what that does. Pretty decent. And then we got 2 tokens here actually. Yeah, there's Jesse Anderson, Bonder with the Crystal Beast. That's very nice to see right there. And then here's him with just Ruby Carbuncle. Really like Jesse, was one of my favorite characters in the show. So then here we go with all the commons and stuff like that. Ruby Carbuncle, Amos Cat, Tortoise, Tiger, Mammoth, Eagle, Pegasus, Rainbow Dark Dragon. We are not going to be playing this card. Crystal Master and Crystal Keeper, pretty cool. I actually thought that like pendulums with Crystal Beast kind of went hand in hand. I thought that was really cool. But since we're in Master Rule 5 now, pendulums aren't as strong anymore, and you know, we probably won't be playing these. Hamon, very funny. I really like having this in here because I use it in my actual Crystal Beast deck. He's very good, very funny surprise to bring out. Dimension Shifter, just a great card. I'm not too sure how well this works with a Crystal Beast, but it's still very good to see. Contact Seed, pretty good. Not too sure if it's going to be great in this deck, but still very good. Ash Blossom is a great reprint. Ghost Bell is a great reprint. Okay, and that's all the monsters. Now going into the spells, I think this one's new. These two are new, and then the rest are all we've all seen before. Let's double check now. Advanced Dark, I think that's been done before, but I'll double check. But yeah, looking at this, Awakening of the Crystal Ultimates. It's a quick play spell card. The effect reads as follows. Reveal one ultimate crystal monster in your hands, then activate one of these effects. If you control an ultimate crystal monster, you can activate one or two of these effects in sequence instead, and do not have to reveal a monster. Alright, that was I got confused reading that myself. But two following effects are: take one Rainbow Bridge card or one Rainbow Refraction from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. Pretty good. Or special summon one Crystal Beast monster card from your hand, deck, graveyard, or spell and trap card zone. That is very, very good. That one is like that one's kind of like Crystal Promise, but you know, on fucking steroids. That's pretty good to see. You can only activate one of these per turn, which I know, obviously, that's the way most cards go nowadays. Crystal Aegis, I think this is pronounced, I'm not really sure, but it's cool. It has a Cobalt Eagle on the cover there. This one is new. Target one Crystal Beast monster card you control, destroy it, then special summon one Crystal Beast token with a destroyed monster's original type, attribute level, and attack and defend. Oh, so that's the reason for the Jesse Anderson token we have there. If a Crystal Beast card is placed in your spell and trap card zone when this card is in your graveyard, even during the damage step, you can banish this card, special summon one Crystal Beast monster card from your spell and trap card zone. You want to use this effect of Crystal Aegis once per turn. That is pretty good actually, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we got Rainbow Ruin, Rainbow Bridge, Crystal Beacon, Blessing, Abundance, Promise, Tree, Release, Rare Value, Rainbow Refraction, Advanced Dark. I'm not really sure what this one does now. Maybe this is new, I don't know. I definitely read this card before, but I think that was online, so I'm not too sure if this is the first printing of it or not. All Crystal Beast monsters in the field in the graveyard become dark. Okay, this might be actually going hand in hand because Crystal Beasts are actually getting further support in the Legend box that we're going to get later in the year. You know, the like Battles of Legend, Brothers of Legend box we get every December. So this might help out all the support that we're getting there. Of course, bringing out the a dark Crystal Beast that we've seen Jesse Anderson play when he was possessed by yugioh. And his sex appeal went through the fucking roof. So this effect reads, all Crystal Beast monsters on the field and in the graveyard become dark. If an ultimate Crystal monster attacks, negate the effects of the attack target during the battle phase. During damage calculation, if a Crystal Beast monster you control battles and you would take damage, you can send one Crystal Beast monster from your deck to the graveyard and take no battle damage for that battle. You know, decent, but I don't really see a big point for it. Melody Awakening Dragon's pretty cool, Fool's real good. Column Cyclone's great to see in here. Then we got a bunch of traps now. In terms of any of them being, oh, we got another token as well. In terms of any of them being good, I'm not too sure. If they're, I'll read through them all when I'm building the deck and then I'll let you know. But Crystal Boon, haven't seen that before. Crystal Miracle, this is a counter trap actually, so this one might be worth a read. When a spell / trap card or monster effect is activated, destroy one Crystal Beast card you control, and if you do, negate the activation. And if you do that, destroy that card. If Crystal Beast card is placed in your spell and trap card zone while its card is in your graveyard, even during the damage step, you can banish this card, place one Crystal Beast monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard face up in spell and trap card zone as a continuous spell. You can only use this effect of Crystal Miracle once per turn. That's not too bad. We might actually run like 1 or 2 copies in the deck. Crystal Boon, Crystal Brilliance, Crystal Pair. That's a shit card. That's a shit card. Well, it brings out the boss, but it's not good. Counter Gem, First Flames. The Metaverse is pretty cool to get, but honestly, I don't think the Crystal Beast field spells are that good. I know everyone keeps thinking that Rainbow Ruins is cracked. I don't. I think it's shit. You know. I'll show you my build. Crystal Beast token, just some promotional stuff. Okay, so overall, I think this is some pretty good support that you get for the Crystal Beast cards. It's not going to make it a broken deck, but it's still going to be pretty cool. I'll open up 2 more of the structure decks, and I'll sleeve them up to make an actual deck, and then I'll see what it turns out like. Might do a test hand or 2, but we'll just wait and see. Okay, just after going through all the cards here and sorting them out to make a deck out of the 3 structure decks, honestly, it's quite funny. I actually don't think this is a bad deck per se. This is definitely the best you can make of like a bad situation, but you know, it's not the worst. We actually made a deck itself. It's 40 card deck. We have like our extra deck, unfortunately just 6 cards. I think the best way to go with Crystal Beast is actually making it a rank 4 deck, which I might actually show my Crystal Beast deck with this new support now in a different video a little later. I have a few videos lined up, so I probably won't get that stuff for a while, but still pretty cool. We got a 40 card deck, 6 cards extra deck. We got our tokens right here, and I even made a bit of a side deck. Honestly, it's the worst side deck ever, but it's fine. I'll go through all that now. But yeah, here's a low profile of the 3 structure decks and what you can get. I actually just want to show off the tokens real quick, just because I think they're really fucking cool. I really love this art of Jesse and all the Crystal Beasts. I think it's really cool. Just a nice token. I like when they come with like nice tokens and structure decks. Really like the shine off this one as well. Jesse and Carbuncle, and then there's just your basic Crystal Beast token there as well. Yeah, there's the three different styles of tokens. Never gonna fucking use them, but you know, they're still pretty fucking cool. I'll try to keep this as brief as possible. So going into the main deck, you only have 1 copy of Rainbow Dragon. Honestly, you only need 1, and he's fine. He's the we say he's the boss monster, but he's not really. He's just a very good to run at 1. I see some people run him at 2. I don't find that necessary unless you're running the Rainbow Neos package. But Rainbow Dragon at 1 is fine enough. We only run we run 3 of the Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon. This guy's probably the best Crystal Beast in the deck. Him and Sapphire Pegasus are only 2 we run at 3, so it's definitely good to have 3 Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon and 3 Sapphire Pegasus. This is the best ratio to have because these are the best Crystal Beast monsters. Sapphire Pegasus and Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon are the only Crystal Beast monsters to run at 3 in this deck. I find it really hard to justify running more than 1 of any of the other Crystal Beasts. They're all equally fucking but terrible, so I don't really find it necessary to run more than 1. Ruby Carbuncle at 1, Amethyst Cat at 1, Emerald Tortoise at 1, Topaz Tiger, Amber Mammoth, and Cobalt Eagle. 1 Hamon because he's funny and easy to bring out from this deck. He's just a big beefy dude to bring out. Pretty fucking cool. Glad that we got a reprint of Ash in this deck. Ash is definitely the most powerful hand trap in the game, so definitely run it at 3 in this deck. Just because the graveyard is pretty much a second hand for like most decks, I think Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion is good to run a 3 in this deck as well, based on the current meta as well. That about does it for the monsters now. We'll go into the spells. Main searcher, Crystal Bond. Crystal Bond is probably the best searcher for the archetype. Honestly, for any archetype, this is such a good searcher, because not only does it add to your hand, also puts a Crystal Beast face up in spell and trap card zone, which is pretty much what you need. So definitely run 3 Crystal Bonds. The searcher for the searcher, 3 Rainbow Bridge. Just searches out a crystal spell trap after deck your hand. Also, this thing is not once per turn, so fucking amazing. Run it at 3. Honestly, the more I think about this card, the more I'm like, okay, this is pretty cracked for the deck. So definitely run 3 Rainbow Bridge of the Heart. I just think it's a really good card. It definitely like really boosts this deck up a good bit. So run it at 3. I think it's a very nice addition to the support of the deck. Speaking of nice addition of support, 3 Awakening of the Crystal Ultimates. Pretty fucking good card, not gonna lie. I originally was thinking, okay, it's just somewhat mid, it's not an amazing card, but the more I read it, I'm like, okay, no, this actually really works pretty well. Also, you can search it as well, because it has Crystal in the name, so definitely worth running a 3. Crystal cards run at 1, I really love Crystal Beacon. In my original build, I ran this at 2, but considering new support, I don't find it necessary. It was great for special summoning out Ruby Carbuncle, and then bringing out a shitload of your Crystal Beasts from the spell and trap card zone. So very good to get that. 1 Crystal Promise. Crystal Promise just brings out 1 Crystal Beast from spell and trap card zone. And also Crystal Aegis, I think it's pretty cool. I wouldn't run it any more than just 1, cause like it's just one of those kind of cards. It's not overly broken. It's somewhat decent, so I'll only run at 1 in this deck. I recommend you guys do the same. 2 Cosmic Cyclone. Cosmic Cyclone can be a brick depending on like what your opponent's playing, because your opponent mightn't be like spell and trap card heavy in their back row and stuff like that. So only running at 2 would be pretty good. Also, it's good to go against Mystic Mine. Finally, for the traps, we run 3 Crystal Miracle. Also, the fact that the counter trap really boosted it up as well. So 3 Crystal Miracle in this deck, I think is pretty fucking good. Okay, best of a bad situation, only 6 cards in the extra deck, and like they're just basically it's just 2 cards. 3 copies of Ultimate Crystal Rainbow Dragon Overdrive, 3 copies of Rainbow Overdragon. That's the extra deck. Unfortunately, that's all we have. Moving into the side deck, if you even call it that. Dimension Shifter, I don't find it to be necessarily that good for this deck. I would definitely run it only in the side, if I'd even run it at all. But Dimension Shifter is pretty good, but considering the amount of spells that we run this deck, and you need no cards in your graveyard to activate Dimension Shifter, it's a good side card. I wouldn't main deck it, but still pretty good. It's great to see a reprint of this. 3 Contact Seed. Contact Seed is pretty good. It's just an annoying card for your opponent to deal with. Last copy of Cosmic Cyclone, because you know your opponent might have a back row heavy deck, but you know, one in the side deck. Honestly, I don't know what the fuck it's doing here either. Maybe just go with like better trap, but 3 Foolish Burial Goods can be pretty good. Or you can also just replace this Melty Awakening Dragon. Honestly, I don't really care. It's just a side deck. For 3 structure decks, it doesn't fucking matter. You're not going to use this in the tournament anyways, so don't even worry about it. It's good because you can actually use this card so you can get the secondary effects from most of your spells. 3 Fear Flames, pretty good if your opponent has like huge boards to deal with. Just a side deck card. Rounding off the side deck, 2 Ultimate Crystal Magic. Just in case if you want to go into your Overdragon or your boss monsters really quick. Fuck it, let's try a test hand. Why not? We'll just see what it's like. Might as well. This isn't gonna be like great. These cards aren't very well shuffled, so we'll just give them a try. We'll just see what the test hand's like. Anyways, just to give a rough idea of what this deck can do. Honestly, not a fucking lot. I think Crystal Beasts in general, they're a very reactive deck. That's how I play them anyways. I play them around. I like to go second with them. It's very rare that you can OTK, but sometimes I do, especially with my like rank 4 Crystal Beast build. I use Utopia Double and the likes of that, and Double or Nothing. So you can OTK better than what this thing can do, but let's just see what kind of hands you can get with this thing. Okay, Ghost Bell, Crystal Bond. Okay, not too bad. Let's see now. Definitely we'll start off with Crystal Bond. Since we already have Sapphire Pegasus in our hand, I would like mainly search for Sapphire Pegasus. But since we have it in your hand, I would mostly probably go and search for like Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon instead. Add him to hand, and then I probably just want to get one of the other guys in rotation. Maybe Topaz Tiger might be best to have face up in the spell and trap card zone. So here's our hand so far. We have Crystal Beast, Rainbow Dragon, Sapphire Pegasus, Rainbow Dragon, Ghost Bell, and Crystal Miracle. Honestly, then from there, all you pretty much do is normal summon Sapphire Pegasus. Sapphire Pegasus, I'll then probably use it just to get another one of Crystal Beast, Rainbow Dragon in rotation. I use his effect to put him face up in the spell and trap card zone. It might be a good idea to activate a secondary effect just to get another Crystal Beast in rotation. So I'm going to banish this continuous spell so we can special summon a level 4 lower Crystal Beast monster from a deck. Its effects are negated, so there's no point bringing out Ruby Carbuncle because we don't get the full benefit of bringing Topaz Tiger out. It's level 4 or lower, so I'll probably go with Emerald Tortoise, bring him out in defense like that. I think that would probably be good. It's good to get like all these guys in rotation just because, you know, going for the big monsters and stuff like that. We do have Rainbow Dragon in our hand. Unfortunately, since we do only run 1 copy of Rainbow Dragon, we can't get the full effect from Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon. Where after we do that, add 1 Ultimate Crystal monster from your deck to your hand because, you know, we already have it in our hand. So not really to worry about that. Then we'll just set Crystal Miracle, and that's pretty much our board from there. So from there, we pretty much have like kind of like a few interactions. Like, of course, you have Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion, so if your opponent does any of their graveyard stuff, Ghost Bell can interact with that. Crystal Miracle is pretty good to have. Well, actually, before I talk about that, it's good to note that Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon has the effect that if an attack is involved in one of your Crystal Beast monsters, but if you have 2 in the field, you can actually special summon him out from your hand, which is pretty decent as well. Also, Crystal Miracle, the counter trap, is a pretty good interaction we have as well. Because I've already mentioned as the effect, when a spell trap card or monster is activated, destroy 1 Crystal Piece card you control. If you do, negate the activation, and if you do that, destroy the card. So that's another good bit of interaction as well. And it also has a secondary effect which we can use in the second turn. In our second turn, shall I say. So, not a great board, but still pretty cool to have 4 Crystal Beasts in rotation and like 2 interactions there. Well, 3 if you count this guy, but you know, he's probably coming down because your opponent's going to attack into him, which you know, isn't really bad at all. Fuck it, we'll do one more, because why not? We're just here for fun. Might as well just fucking try one more. Let's see what we get. Okay. Alright, yeah, not too bad. Fucking end up with these 3 again, so let's just focus on what we can do with the 2 new cards here. Crystal Bond will do the same. I won't be searching for Pegasus because it's in the hand, but fire off Crystal Bond. We will search for Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon, and then fuck it, why not get Amber Mammoth in the rotation there, put that face up in the spell and trap card zone. Sorry, I'm a bit flustered. Let me just try this again. I need to really think about this. Activate Crystal Bond. Let's just see what we can do with that. We will probably add Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon to hand and put Sapphire Pegasus face up in the spell and trap card zone. And then just looking from here, I might normal summon Sapphire Pegasus. I'll trigger his effect, and then I will put Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon face from the spell and trap card zone. Then from there I'll activate Rainbow Bridge. Rainbow Bridge, we're going to add 1 Crystal Spell Trap from our deck to our hand. And let's take the new one. Let's take Awakening of Crystal Ultimates. Because we have Rainbow Dragon in our hand, so we actually might be able to use this effect. No, I was kind of getting ahead of myself. I was going to suggest activate Awakening of Crystal Ultimateness, and we will reveal Rainbow Dragon to activate the secondary effect. And secondary effect reads that we can special summon 1 Crystal Beast monster card from our hand, deck, graveyard, or spell and trap card zone. So using that, we'll bring out Ruby Carbuncle, and then we can trigger Ruby Carbuncle's effect. Since she was special summoned, we can actually special summon as many Crystal Beasts from our spell and trap card zone as we can. So we have 2, and that'll actually fire off Sapphire Pegasus effect. Depending on what you want to get more like Crystal Beast in rotation to actually like hard bring out Rainbow Dragon, or you want to go a more control-y sort of route. I don't really know, depending that the extra deck is like absolute dog shit. We don't really have anything to go a control-y route. You're probably better off in this situation to get more guys rotation to bring out Rainbow Dragon. But using Sapphire Pegasus, if I did have a good extra deck, I would actually just bring out Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon in the spell and trap card zone like that. 2 things you can do from there. Either you can banish this guy to bring out another Crystal Beast. You know, if you want to bring out Topaz Tiger, bring out some fucking crazy rank 4 there. Or, you know, any like link fodder for like Ruby Carbuncle and these guys. Doesn't really matter at all. His effects are negated anyways. But I wouldn't even really fully recommend that either. What I'd kind of be more likely doing is if this is the second turn and we're in our battle phase, we can use one of our like Crystal Beasts to attack and then trigger the Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon in our hand. We can actually special summon it out, do some damage with that, and then we can actually like rank 8 and rank 4, which I think is pretty fucking funny. This is definitely a deck where you can do your ranks and shit with it. God knows what we can make with rank 4. God knows what we can make with the rank 8. There's probably loads of shit that we can do. But I don't know. I haven't put that much thought in it. It is very late at night. I am just trying shit out. I'm going to wrap this video up here. Hopefully that was a bit informative. I know I'm not the best Crystal Beast player. This is new support to me that I'm like kind of just learning as well. I'm also not like an avid player of Crystal Beasts, so maybe this might motivate me to get back into them and really try out some of the cool stuff we can have a go with. If you have any more suggestions or you have any complaints or whatever, I know you guys like to leave in the comments. Comment below, be sure to like the video, subscribe, and I know Sean and I have more content along the way. Thanks for watching.